The last message humanity ever sent to the galaxy was only 3 words: "We surrender. Goodbye." Then Earth vanished. Not destroyed, not conquered, vanished. Every human colony went dark. Every ship disappeared. Every signal stopped. For 100 years the galaxy celebrated humanity's defeat. Empires divided our worlds. Alien historians wrote books about our extinction. Children learned about the short-lived species that surrendered. But deep beneath the ruins of forgotten stars, a secret was growing, a plan so enormous that even the oldest civilizations could never imagine it. Because humanity had never surrendered, humanity had gone silent. And after 100 years, we came back. The year was 2478. Humanity had spread across hundreds of worlds. Our cities floated inside. Gas giants. Our mining stations harvested black holes. Our fleets crossed entire sectors in days. For nearly 3 centuries, humans had expanded faster than any species in recorded galactic history. And that terrified everyone. The dominant power of the galaxy was the Zera Dominion. An ancient civilization nearly 50,000 years old. Their empire stretched across thousands of systems. To them, humanity was dangerous. Unpredictable. Aggressive. Innovative. Worst of all. We learned too quickly. Every war made us stronger. Every defeat taught us something new. When humanity reverse-engineered alien jump technology in only 12 years, the Dominion realized something horrifying. In another century, humans might surpass them. So they formed an alliance. Not one empire. Not 2.37 civilizations united. The largest military coalition in galactic history. Their goal was simple: crush humanity forever. The war lasted 8 years. Entire star systems burned, moons shattered, civilizations disappeared overnight. Humanity fought harder than anyone expected. But numbers eventually mattered. One colony after another fell. Supply routes collapsed. Defenses broke. By the 8th year, Earth itself was surrounded. The galaxy watched. Billions tuned into live broadcasts. Everyone expected humanity's final stand. Instead, Earth transmitted a message: "We surrender. Goodbye." Then every human system vanished simultaneously. The galaxy was stunned. No explosions. No evacuation fleets. Nothing. Humanity simply disappeared. And no one could explain how. For decades, investigators searched abandoned human worlds. They found empty cities, silent factories, dormant ships. No bodies. No survivors. No clues. The mystery became legendary. But eventually, the galaxy moved on. Humanity became history. Or so everyone believed. 100 years later, Captain Cale Voss stood on the observation deck of a Dominion patrol cruiser. Beyond the glass floated the remains of Sol Station, one of humanity's oldest orbital cities. Cale had spent his entire life studying extinct civilizations. Humanity fascinated him, not because of their wars, not because of their technology, because nothing about their disappearance made sense. Entire species had vanished before, but never like this. It was as if humanity had deliberately erased itself. His thoughts were interrupted by an alarm. A faint signal appeared on the scanner. Ancient. Weak. Human. Cale froze. Impossible. Human technology hadn't transmitted anything in a century. The signal repeated. Again, and again, 3 coordinates. Nothing else. His crew debated for hours. Some believed it was a malfunction. Others suspected pirates. But Cale felt something different. A strange instinct, as if someone wanted the signal found. 3 days later, they reached the coordinates. There was nothing there, only empty space. Then reality itself began to distort. Stars, bent. Light, twisted. Space unfolded like a giant doorway. The crew stared in horror. An artificial structure emerged from the darkness. It was larger than planets, larger than moons, larger than anything ever built. The scanners couldn't even calculate its dimensions. Across the surface glowed a single symbol, the human emblem. Cale's heart stopped. Humanity wasn't gone. Humanity had been hiding, and this was only the beginning. Far inside the structure, millions of lights activated. Gigantic engines awakened. Systems dormant for a century came online. Across hidden regions of space, thousands of similar structures emerged. The galaxy's sensors exploded with alerts. Governments panicked. Military networks overloaded. Ancient human beacons began transmitting one message, one sentence, repeated endlessly. Humanity is returning. Fears spread across the stars. Nobody knew what it meant. Nobody knew where humans had gone. Nobody knew what they had become. But everyone understood one thing. The species they thought had surrendered. Was back. The first fleet appeared above Earth. The galaxy watched in disbelief. Thousands of colossal ships emerged from folded dimensions. They looked nothing like old human vessels. These ships were alive. Their hulls flowed like liquid metal. Entire cities were integrated into their structures. Artificial stars powered their reactors. Their technology surpassed anything known. The Zyra Dominion immediately sent diplomats and warships. Just in case, neither returned, not destroyed, simply turned around and came home. Terrified. When questioned, survivors refused to speak publicly. Eventually recordings leaked. The footage shocked the galaxy. The human delegation wasn't human. At least not entirely. They were taller. Stronger. Their eyes glowed with shifting constellations. Neural networks were woven directly into their biology. They looked like humanity's descendants, but evolved beyond imagination. One statement from the meeting spread across every world. A human representative had looked directly at the Dominion leaders and said, "We forgive you. Not, we remember. Not, we demand revenge. Not, prepare for war. We forgive you." The statement confused everyone. Then the truth emerged, and the galaxy realized why humanity had disappeared. A century earlier, during the final days of the war, human scientists discovered something impossible. Beyond normal space existed another layer of reality. The deep expanse, a hidden cosmic ocean outside the known universe. Time behaved differently there. Space could be reshaped. Matter could be engineered at the atomic level. The discovery changed everything. Human leaders understood they could never win the war, but they could survive it. So they made the greatest gamble in history. They evacuated the entire species. Billions of humans entered the deep expanse. From the galaxy's perspective, they vanished instantly. But inside the expanse, 100 years became thousands. Humanity didn't spend a century hiding. They spent nearly 6,000 years evolving. learning dot building dot transforming dot while the galaxy celebrated victory. Humanity was becoming something new dot something far beyond what anyone expected, and they had returned for a reason that would soon terrify every civilization, because the Dominion had never been humanity's true enemy. Something else was coming, something ancient, something worse. Asterisk. The warning arrived 3 weeks after humanity's return. Deep space. Observatories detected impossible objects entering the galaxy. Not ships. Not planets. Not stars. Living structures. Each larger than solar systems. They consumed everything they touched. Entire civilizations vanished overnight. Even light disappeared inside their shadows. Panic erupted. The strongest fleets in existence attacked. Nothing worked. Weapons evaporated. Armadas disappeared. Worlds were eaten. For the first time in 50,000 years. The Zera, Dominion, knew fear. Then humanity revealed the truth. Thousands of years earlier, while exploring the deep expanse, human scientists discovered evidence of a forgotten war. The universe wasn't the first universe. It was one of many. Previous universes had existed before. Each had been consumed by the same enemy, the Devourers, ancient entities, born before time itself. Civilizations called them gods. Others called them nightmares. Neither description was sufficient. The Devourers existed outside conventional reality. Entire galaxies were food. Stars were dust. Life meant nothing to them. Humanity had spent 6,000 years preparing for their arrival. Every city, every ship, every technological breakthrough, everything had been part of one. Mission. Survival. Now the enemy had arrived, and humanity was the only civilization ready. The Galactic Council begged for help. Humanity agreed. But under one condition. Every species must unite. No empires. No borders. No ancient rivalries. One civilization. One galaxy. Or extinction. Many leaders resisted. Some still feared humanity more than the Devourers. Then the first Devourer reached a populated sector. 800 worlds vanished. In 3 hours. Resistance ended immediately. The Galactic Union was born. Humanity took command. The final war began. The battles defied. Imagination. Stars were converted into weapons. Entire solar systems became shields. Quantum fleets fought across multiple dimensions simultaneously. Human commanders coordinated trillions of ships. Still. The Devourers advanced. World after world fell. Losses mounted. Hope faded. Then humanity revealed its final secret. The true purpose behind it disappearing for a century. The true reason they had entered the deep expanse. The reason they had never surrendered. Deep inside the hidden dimension, humanity had built something impossible. The Genesis engine. A machine the size of a galaxy. Its purpose wasn't destruction. Its purpose was creation. The engine could rewrite reality itself. But activating it carried a terrible cost. The machine required consciousness. Not one mind. Not 1,000,000. Every human mind. Connected together. Permanent. A sacrifice. Humanity would save the galaxy, but humanity would cease to exist as individuals. Families. Memories. Dreams. Everything would merge. Forever. The choice divided humanity. For months debates raged. People cried, argued, prayed, loved, said goodbye, and finally, they voted. 98% agreed. Humanity chose sacrifice. As preparations began, a discovery changed everything. A young scientist named Elara Chun uncovered hidden data buried inside the DEVOURERS. What she found shocked the universe. The Devourers were not invaders. They were survivors. Billions of years ago, their universe had been destroyed. They had fled extinction, driven mad by endless existence, trapped between realities, consuming. Universes wasn't their goal, it was their disease, their curse. They weren't monsters, they were victims. Humanity faced an impossible choice: destroy them or save them. The easier path was annihilation. The harder path was compassion. Humanity chose compassion. Again, that the Genesis engine was modified. Instead of erasing the DEVOURERS, it would heal them. No civilization in history had ever attempted something so risky. If the process failed, both sides would perish. The galaxy watched, waiting, hoping, terrified. Then activation began. Trillions of human minds joined together. Children, parents, explorers, workers, dreamers, every. Memory became one ocean of consciousness. The Genesis engine awakened. Reality trembled. Stars dimmed. Space folded inward. And for a moment, the entire universe held its breath. The light lasted 12 minutes. When it ended, the Devourers were gone. Not destroyed. Freed. For the first time in billions of years, they were no longer suffering. The galaxy was saved, but humanity had disappeared once more, this time for real. Or so everyone thought. Years passed, then decades. Then centuries. Human civilization became legend. Again. Monuments were built across thousands of worlds. Children learned stories about the species that sacrificed everything for strangers, the species that forgave enemies, the species that chose compassion over revenge. Then one day, a young girl on a distant world looked up at the night sky. A new constellation appeared, but it never existed before. Scientists were confused. Astronomers couldn't explain it. But hidden inside the pattern was a message. Simple, beautiful, hopeful. The same message appeared across every world. Translated automatically into every language. Only 4 words: we are still here. The galaxy realized something extraordinary. Humanity had not died. Humanity had become something greater. A living consciousness woven into the fabric of reality itself. Guardians among the stars. Watching. Protecting. Guiding. Forever. And whenever civilizations faced darkness, whenever hope seemed lost, whenever the universe stood on the edge of destruction, the stars would whisper the same reminder, the reminder that changed galactic history forever. The galaxy thought humanity surrendered, but humanity never surrendered. Humanity simply disappeared long enough to become the future.